So Yeats connected very much with curlew, Seamus Heaney connected with curlew. It's one of them things that can bring you into the landscape. It's a sign of the change in seasons too. If you're on the coast when the curlew are coming in for the winter, or in the spring kind of summertime they're on their inland home. A species that inspired so much poetry and song and conversation, and the fact that they're potentially going to disappear off the island of Ireland and no one's going to get that experience.
So the curlew is a bird with big long legs and a long down curved bill. And in this part of the world in Fermanagh, we have them nesting on a lot of the islands and around the shore of the loch.
I grew up on the shores of Lough Erne, and as a child we used to see curlews. They were as common as crows, and now we don't see them anymore. And it's one of those things, you don't notice them disappearing until somebody tells you, you know what, they're gone, and suddenly you think, right enough, I haven't heard them. The purpose of the workshops, I think there's a few purposes it serves. First of all, it's highlighting the importance of the breeding waders in Fermanagh, in particular the curlew. But also it's about wellness through nature. It's about promoting art as a tool to educate people about the curlew, but also promoting art as a well-being tool. So it's helping with people's mental health, it's helping people's self-confidence, and it's educating at the same time. So there's many purposes to these workshops.
Stuck a wee hole in his neck there. One tiny wee piece.
The curlew was a very common bird actually where I lived at home. Whenever you heard the curlew cry, and I always thought it was a kind of a curly sound the curlew made, but whenever the curlew cried, my parents would always say, that's a sign of rain, it's definitely going to rain tomorrow. I can't remember whether it ever did rain or not, but it would always rain. Mary, I haven't heard the curlew cry for years. I haven't, and I live along the lake, so you would notice things like that. So when this wee project came up, I thought, anything I can do to raise awareness is great.
Today I got a lump of clay and I managed to transform it into a curlew.
I'm just finishing up mine. We were carving out all of the little feathers and the beak and doing the eyes, and then hopefully we'll add on the legs. I'm a little bit further behind, but hopefully I'll catch up. I found it very interesting, and hopefully I can use it in school when I start my GCSEs to help learn different techniques on how to use in that.
First couple of weeks actually start off the same. We talk about the curlew, we do sketches of the curlew, but it's about bringing in a bit more than that, because even though the focus of these workshops is the curlew, I think you have to make people connect to the curlew, and in doing that they have to connect to the county they live in, they have to connect to the land, it's more about connections with things, and in that way people can sort of understand the importance, because they see it as part of the heritage. It's part of our heritage as Fermanagh people that we're losing our curlews.
My name's Anna. I joined up with the Wellness Through Nature art workshops just to be able to learn more and to get out more, because I'm a full-time carer, so I thought this would be a great stress reliever and a learning experience. I'm making a memorial for the famine house in Enniskillen. This year was created in 1998, and over 400 people died from the workhouse, so it's a wee memorial to them. So this, is a totally different experience. So it's actually got a wee bit of interest now. I'll go around looking at local history as well, trying to look for a different thing now. So I'm interested now, I might get some clay for myself, because it's good stress relief, like when you're rolling it out and moulding it and stuff. It gives you a wee bit of pride as well when you see you can actually create something as well at the end of the day.
I found that people have become a lot more curious about the curlew, about wildlife in Fermanagh, and I see some people have gone on after the workshops to create works of art about curlews. Some people have mentioned to me that their mental health has improved, that they feel so much better for coming here, and I think everybody, when the workshop comes to an end, it's, oh, what will we do now? So I think there's a lot of benefits, and I do believe people are experiencing them. It's why people are coming back every week to the workshops.
My name is Mark Burns, and I'm a classroom assistant in Willowbridge School. I've been here about 14 years. The pupils have done an art project, drawn birds and learning about wildlife through making it through clay. They really enjoyed it, and you can really see the children come out of their shell.
My name is Adam. I'm 14. We've been doing about the curlew, so we have, and we've been doing clay figures, and we had to paint them, and you could get to feel it, and it was like just nice.
You can really see how they've excelled and made themselves shine through the art itself. The project's been very beneficial for the pupils. Every child's different, so it gives them an opportunity for them to shine in their own wee way.
Most of the materials we've been using paints, we've been using oil pastels, pencils, but probably when we're moving on to the main pieces of work, most of the material is good old clay. We've used different types of clay, but one of the clay that every single group will be using is Fermanagh clay. And this is just dug straight out of the Lough Erne. So I go down with my spade, dig it out, and we use it. So in every end piece, there's a little piece that came from Fermanagh.
So today we were out, today's World Curlew Day, the 21st of April, and we were out on the Lady of the Lake cruiser. And we took a tour around some of the islands on Lough Erne, talked about the curlew, talked about the plight of the curlew, things that are problems for them, and then went up, had a look at Defnish Island, famous for its round tower, and saw some of the birds. And some of the people on the boat produced some curlew art, some really fantastic curlew art as part of the evening out. To be realistic, the curlew are in a very bad place at the moment. On the island of Ireland, they've declined by well over 95% on an island-wide basis as breeding species. The pressures that are out there for curlew are not easy to overcome. We have changed the landscape so much in the last 40 or 50 years that these birds find it very difficult to do the things they did for millennia before. I am not confident that curlew will necessarily recover in my lifetime to any huge extent, but I am confident that curlew can be saved from those little populations that are left. If we get the landscape around those areas right, the birds potentially can spread back out.
We're coming. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I am Kevin McHugh. I'm an artist. I've been working for an artist for over 20 years now. I paint a lot of different things. I paint murals, I paint portraits, book illustrations. They're the three main things, so I paint both traditionally and digitally. This project is basically the lifespan of the curlew. Curlews on Lough Erne, right from egg to adulthood. It's just to raise awareness for the curlew because they've been fading out for so long, and we're trying to get them, sort of bring them back to a good strong numbers. So this is it's basically to raise awareness in the general public consciousness. The wildlife is always worth preserving. I wish more people could see it that way. It's part of, I think some people think it's us and the animals, whereas I just think we're all living here. There's no separation, that we're all sharing the same space.
Let this exhibition be a call to action, a reminder of the incredible power of art to inspire change and preserve the beauty that surrounds us. Thank you for joining us in this celebration, and may this exhibition kindle a newfound appreciation for the harmony between art and nature.
I am delighted now that the project has come, it's all come together, it's all come to the end, and this exhibition today has been wonderful. It's not only just the fact that the work looks so incredible and all the different groups have done different work, but it's the fact that everybody came together. You know, this join in this connection of community, because it is community art. And it's about the curlew, it's about the land we live in, it's about connections. And I think today the opening just really sort of emphasised that, and it was beautiful.
I thought this exhibition is a true celebration of the creativity and the imagination of an exceptional number of people from all ages, across so many different groups. I think it's huge credit to Lough Erne Landscape Partnership for their vision and their creativity in offering opportunities like this.
So I was delighted to take part, especially in the painting and in the clay. I love the clay work. And I think it's just coming today to this exhibition, it's just beautiful to see all the other work that people in the county of Fermanagh has done.
From the very first day that we went in and met Anna, she was just so encouraging, and working with the clay just takes you to a different zone, or you just forget about your problems and you just get to work in the clay. Best 6 weeks ever.
I hadn't done art since I was at school, which was many decades ago, and we absolutely loved it. I'd never worked with clay before, and it was a most beautiful experience.
It's wonderful to see the finished product. There's such a mix of different media, and it's just lovely.
I think awareness has really been raised regarding the curlew. This project we started out with that drawing of the curlew and the talk from the RSPB about the curlew. But as the project went on, each group went on, you know, we had conversations about it. People began to look at the curlew as they're making it, and I think connect to it in a beautiful way.